Why you should use SponsorKit.pro instead of doing this alone. Here's the ugly truth about the creator economy that no one else has the guts to tell you. Most creators do not fail to get sponsors because the brand said no. They fail because the brand never even replied. They fail because they didn't know what to say. They didn't know how to say it. They didn't know who to say it to. Does it feel like you're sitting there doing this entirely alone? Are you reinventing the wheel every single time you open a blank email? Today, I'm going to show you exactly why doing sponsorships by yourself is the most expensive, destructive mistake you're making in your business and how SponsorKit.pro permanently fixes it. I'm Roger Wakefield, the Chief Revenue Officer of Sponsorships. I'm also a plumber with over 45 years in the trades, the biggest trades creator in the United States and the Chief Revenue Officer of Sponsorships. I have built massive media platforms. I've currently got plans to build an event center here in Wiley, Texas to host tradespeople, sponsors, influencers. I didn't build any of that by doing things the slow, manual way. I built it with systems. Later in this video, I'm going to show you the compounding mathematical effect of doing things manually and how it's actively keeping you broke. Look at the first massive flaw of doing it alone, the hope method. Now, you know what? Even before I jump into that, what we used to do in 8 to 10 hours, we now do in 15 minutes with SponsorKit.pro. So think about that. You can take what is taking most people all day, if they're doing it right, and you can do that in 15 minutes. Well, if you can do it in 15 minutes, how many of those could you do a day? The hope method, what we were talking about a while ago, is what 99% of creators use. You spend hours designing a media kit. It's a PDF. It's all about you. You attach it to an email. You send it to a generic company inbox, and you hope they open it. You hope they read it. You hope they offer you money. Hope is not a business strategy. Hope is what you do when you don't have a system. Hopes and prayers, they might get you a sponsorship, but it's not a good system. When you use SponsorKit.pro, you abandon the hope method and you adopt a structured method. Structure beats hope every single time. Brands do not invest millions of dollars based on a hopeful feeling. They invest based on clear value positioning. SponsorKit.pro forces you into a winning framework. It forces you to use sponsor-first messaging. The messaging's about them. It removes the guesswork entirely, giving you professional pitch decks and follow-ups that tell the brand, I'm a structured media company, not just a hobbyist. Now, let's talk about the math. Let's talk about why volume wins. Sponsorship is, at its core, it's a numbers game. Clarence Avant, if you've never studied him, if you've never watched his special, watch it. He says, look, life is about the numbers. It's always about the numbers. When you're doing this by yourself, manually typing out emails, how many can you realistically send? If you're doing research, if you're putting together pitch decks, if you're doing the research as to who to send it to and what the email should say and what the pitch deck should look like, and you're studying everything that we've put together in SponsorKit.pro, how many of those can you do a day? Realistically, 1 or 2? Maybe you're getting the system and you use the exact same email. Now maybe you can do 2, 3, 5, I don't know. Most creators send 3 emails one time. They get rejected. They get ignored. They feel terrible about themselves, and then they quit because they're like, look, I sent out emails. Nobody's replying. Professional operators, they don't send just 3 emails a day. They don't send 3 emails a month. They send 200 or 300 a month. But you cannot manually send 300 personalized emails a month without a system. You would never sleep. This is why SponsorKit.pro allows for intelligent scaling of your outreach. You aren't spamming. You are scaling targeted, customized pitches to hundreds of decision makers each and every month. You're letting the software do the grueling, repetitive labor. so you can focus on closing the deals. And then there's the ultimate deal killer, the data. When you finally get a brand on the phone, they're going to test you. They're going to ask you your click-through rate. Then they're going to ask you for your average view duration. They'll ask you for your exact audience demographics. If you don't have a system tracking this, you're going to stutter. You're going to hiccup. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to look really confused. You will look down at your notes and then you'll guess. And the second you hesitate, the brand manager knows that they have you right where they want you. You either lose the deal or you lose half of what you're asking for. Data closes deals. SponsorKit.pro helps track exactly what matters when you link your accounts. And this helps you pull in your Google and your social media analytics so the answers are right there in front of you. The answers are right there in your pitch deck. And finally, time. Add up the hours that you spend building decks, researching companies, writing emails, trying to figure out who to send the email to, writing contracts, generating invoices. How many different software subscriptions are you using? And probably wasting 20 hours a week if you're just sending out a couple a week. You're wasting that amount of hours each and every week just to try to get sponsors. SponsorKit.pro consolidates all that into one single predictable machine. Think about the corporate brands that you're pitching. Do you honestly think that they're winging it? Do you think their marketing directors are waking up guessing what to do and hoping for the best? No, absolutely not. They have massive CRM systems. They have data analytics. They have entire teams using advanced software designed specifically to negotiate your rate down as low as possible. When you try to do this by yourself, you're bringing a knife to a gunfight, and it's costing you tens of thousands of dollars. To beat their system or to work in it, you need a better system. You need to stop doing this alone, and you need to step immediately into the Pro or Pro Plus tier of SponsorKit.pro. Let the amateurs try to piece together spreadsheets and Canva templates. When you upgrade to SponsorKit.pro, you're literally arming yourself. Now look, there's nothing wrong with the rookie and the creator. If you're just starting out, it's a great place. It can help you get your first sponsor, maybe your first 2 or 3 or 5. When you get the Pro account and the Pro Plus, you get the advanced email templates, the deep social media insights, the sponsorship valuation tools that prove your worth in undeniable black and white, as long as you're being honest with yourself when you fill this stuff out. The brands, they have a machine. Now you have yours. If you're tired of losing deals to creators who have half of your talent, but twice of your organization, click the link below. Whether it's the rookie account or the creator account, if you're just getting started, that's fine. Eventually you can upgrade to SponsorKit Pro or Pro Plus. Stop winging it and start dominating. SponsorKit.pro, it's your turn to be on top.